Here at the KWRC, we work to support three main pillars: restoration, monitoring, and education and outreach. Over the course of 2021, we have accomplished many things in our watershed, which we would like to share with you in this video. In 2021, we planted over 10,000 trees. We did work at 4 bank stabilization sites where 200 meters of eroding stream bank was restored. We maintained the demo site, which included weed whacking and taking care of the fencing there. We hired an invasive species project coordinator who is working to determine the relationship between Eurasian water milfoil and Atlantic and short-nosed sturgeon. She is also working to develop a Eurasian water milfoil removal pilot project. We also removed over 3,000 pounds of trash within our watershed. We collected surface water quality and E. coli samples at 11 sites monthly in the tributaries of the Lower Kennebecasis, Trout Creek, and Millstream River sub-watersheds. We did water sampling at 7 sites weekly, and we started lake monitoring, which included preliminary assessments, beach seining, installing temperature hobos, and collecting water and eDNA samples. eDNA samples is to help identify fish in the water based on the DNA in the water. We installed 16 temperature hobos to monitor river temperature from May to October. We identified erosion sites along Trout Creek to determine potential restoration projects. We did benthic macroinvertebrate samples to determine the water quality. We installed EAB traps in Trout Creek and Darlings Island to monitor emerald ash borer. Our staff here at the KWRC worked alongside the Hammond River Angling Association to conduct electrofishing at 7 different sites with the purpose of collecting salmon parr DNA samples. We can also use the data collected to monitor biodiversity within the watershed. In the fall, we hired a waste diversion project coordinator to conduct plastic assessments in our watershed. 40 kilometers of stream were assessed for plastics, and garbage was collected in multiple areas. We will be starting an agricultural plastic disposal pilot project in 2022 and installing and maintaining 5 garbage cans along the rivers in town to prevent waste from ending up in the environment. In 2021, we had 22 education and outreach events where over 350 people were engaged by either attending the events or volunteering. We had 2 tree planting events where over 200 trees were planted in total. We had 2 community cleanups, one at Millbrook and one at Trout Creek. 3,000 pounds of garbage was collected either at these events or by the staff here at the KWRC in 2021. We had a booth set up at the Sussex Farmers Market twice and at the Lupin Market in Hampton. We helped out with a fishing derby and Fish and Bee Day in Hampton. We also planted pollinator species at the Rain Garden in Hampton to enhance monarch habitat in the watershed. We handed out pamphlets informing people on Eurasian water milfoil. We did class tours at Sussex Elementary School. And as part of the new invasive species project, we are working towards developing a website where you guys can learn how to ID and how to reduce the spread of invasive species. We are also going to work on public education of invasive species. Thanks for watching. We can't wait to continue restoring the Kennebecasis watershed back to a sustainable ecosystem in 2022. Be sure to follow our Facebook and Instagram pages to keep up to date on what we're doing, events, and volunteer opportunities.